Hi, folks. It's Wednesday. It's Holy Week. Tomorrow is Monday, Thursday, the Last Supper, Good Friday, Holy Saturday, and Easter. Do I look like a daffodil? I want to look like a daffodil this week because that's when the daffodils will be coming out in our part of the country. Everything's yellow except report is that the yellow gloves aren't visible, but we will put that on the to-do list. Find the yellow gloves and find the royal blue tie with the yellow blossoms in it. Did we tell you what the solution is to erasing 11 months of YouTubes?
The time is 7 o'clock a.m.
Thank you. Bong bong. The solution is Vicky turned over to Glendora on Sunday, Palm Sunday, all of the archives of A Chat with Glendora from October 2021 to 2022 April 10th, Palm Sunday. And then Glendora listened to all of you, to all of her friends, and to the whole universe, and heard what to do with them. So yesterday, Tuesday, April 12th, Gina took all of those archives from October 21 to Palm Sunday this year, 22, to Troy, to Vicky's house, which is near RPI, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, and left them for Vicky, because Vicky consented to put up and restore the YouTube's lost one a night, overnight, maybe a couple a day. And so that's how you, with Glennie, and all of our friends in the universe, all of us working together, the whole enterprise, that's how we solved that problem of erasing 11 months of YouTubes. Soul to Soul, A Chat with Glendora. Would you like to know how all of us got together and solved the Pittsfield Public Access TV problem, the people who don't know how to do public access and who make life so difficult? There's nothing so difficult they can't, there's nothing so simple they can't make it difficult over there. All right, we called Debbie Holden and asked her to be a presenter, and she can be because she's a retired school teacher from the Pittsfield School District. And she had the honor and privilege of teaching deaf children, and she did it for years, commuting all the way from where we are here in Rensselaer County to Pittsfield every morning at 7 o'clock in the morning. In the Pittsfield snow and ice, the Berkshires can be severe. Yeah. Debbie said yes, but she's going away, and she won't be back and able to do it until May 2nd, the day after Glendora's 94th birthday. So, Glendora called Sherry P. P as in Peter. And said to Sherry, will you go at the top of my program and be my presenter? I have to have a local Pittsfield person to present my program, for which there is no statutory authority. They're just doing it to make it difficult and hoping to defeat the program in Pittsfield and to violate public access. And so folks, Sherry would say, hi, everybody, I'm Sherry P., and I'm the owner of the Thrive Diner at 145 Wacona Street, Pittsfield, Massachusetts. And that entitles me to be the presenter for this great TV show, A Chat with Glendora. The theme of Glendora's TV show is, when all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you help others. And the theme of my restaurant, Thrive, is veganism. And then she will say what she wants to say about veganism in her restaurant. And then, of course, she'll say that Glendora is 100% vegan. 94 years old, no doctors, no medicine, and vegan. Wayne Collins has a cute way of saying that. He says, with a vegan something and television dedication, with a vegan lifestyle and television dedication, Glendora reached 93 with no doctors and no medication. And he also wrote the theme song, A Chat with Glendora, a show for living right. A chat with Glendora makes your day so bright. Then he tells about jokes. I've got to get out Billy Dee's theme song too and play that for you. I'll ask Vicki to do that. Whenever she can come again. That's how we solve that second problem. Now we have a third problem. The TLC cell phone is the one that's really to blame for erasing 11 months of programming from the YouTube. All right, its challenge is it will not store our programs that we have made and have uploaded. It will not store these on the SD card that's in it. And that's where it's supposed to store them, and not on the telephone. It keeps them on the telephone, and the telephone doesn't have storage capability much. And so that when you go to make another Chat with Glendora, soul to soul, the phone says, oh, it's all full, we can't do anything. Solution. Certainly the Cornell uncooperative extension was not a solution. But Colony Library has 3 tutors who come into the Colony Library regularly and hold tutorials and to send or ask Gina to take the TLC cell phone over to Colony Library, which is between Albany and Schenectady, and ask them to go to Google or go to YouTube or something to find out how to make that phone take the storage on the SD card instead of on the phone. That's one possible solution. Another is to do the same thing with the Castleton Library. And another thing is to give Cornell Uncooperative Extension another chance at this on Monday, April 18th, when Delia is going to have a tutorial there. But I think the best solution is for Gina to come to work at 1 o'clock, the way she does, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Make our video, and also make a copy of it on the JVC Averio silver camcorder. Make sure that we have an archive copy. And Gina will video the Soul to Soul, and then she will upload it instantly to the YouTube, and then instantly she'll take it off of the phone and put it on the SD card. That's the solutions to that problem. Next problem, getting the old fluids out of the Lincolns and putting new fluids into the Lincolns in time for the hazardous waste cleanup day. Now, what's going to do that? Hudson Valley Automotive Classes. Do you have a youngster down there who will contract to do the job? And he will get paid $50. And if that isn't enough, he'll get paid $100. The ad that we put in the advertiser didn't bring one telephone call. Columbia Green Junior College. Youngster down there wants to earn $50, do the fluids. Mr. Peters, who is a technician or a very valuable employee for Honest Weight Co-op. Mr. Peters, come and do it. Do you look at these as challenges and horrors? Do you look at these as challenges and horrors? No. No, you look at it this way. Think of all the interesting people you're going to meet, and you're going to be able to help, and who will help you to solve these challenges. Did you know that we got a viewer call, Public Access TV, San Diego, yesterday morning, 10 o'clock their time and 1 o'clock our time, and she wanted to talk about her relationship with the universe and how she's blossoming in it and how happy she is in it. Oh, that's good. What else happened? Do you know that Robert Jackson, by changing his shift from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., changing it to 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., daytime, he got rid of paying taxi cab fares in Stamford, Connecticut, because he could take the shuttle. And he got another 2 or 3 things like that, lowering the cab fares. And did you know he ends up saving $10,000 a year in these cab fares and another $10,000 a year in some kind of other transportation costs? That's $20,000 a year? No? No, I think this is wrong. He ended up saving $10,000 a year. And he's going to retire in 2 years, so he's saving $20,000. And we're going to talk to each other about how many hours he would be able to save, because now he gets up at 3 a.m. to take the 7 p.m. train from Yonkers to Mount Vernon, and Mount Vernon to the Stamford, Connecticut Railroad Station. And then from the Stamford Railroad Station to the building where he works for Arts and Entertainments as a master control operator, putting the programs up all over the country and putting up the commercials. He's saving $10,000 a year in transportation costs. But now we'll see how many hours he can save, so he won't have to get up at 3 a.m. That's one of the worst commutes there is. I don't know other commutes, but I can't imagine one worse than that. Commuting from New York State to Connecticut, Stamford, down Route I-95. Do you remember when I-95 at Mianus River, the Mianus Bridge, that all the traffic was going along at 4 a.m.? And the panel for the bridge dropped out and went into the Mianus River, and a tractor trailer went, and then the car behind the tractor trailer and so forth. Do you remember that? Oh, back in the 1980s, 1983. That's how heavily traveled. Is it a 6-lane highway? I don't think so. I think it's 8-lane or 10-lane. Okay, what other challenges? What challenges do you have? I'd like to talk to you about them. The challenge we have of trying to get the money that was left to Suzanne McCormick by her husband. She said that he said before he died that his estate was $120 million. And it's been gobbled up by White and Case lawyers, by Deutsche Bank, and by the Westchester Surrogate Court. Westchester County Surrogate Court. They stole it. And she's going to come on TV tomorrow to tell you more about it. What flowers have you seen? Did you see the snowdrops? Did you see the crocuses? Now, this is daffodil week. And pansies, and jonquils, and dandelions, my favorite, forsythia, magnolia, flowering crab, weeping willow. Watch for them. This is the time. This is that precious time of year. Second week of April here. We're in the Capital District, Albany, Troy, Schenectady, New York. Okay, what else is going on? I guess we told you. Glennie and her friends are doing a good job telling you jokes, aren't they? Yeah, we'll tell you some more today. And a Bible passage. We'll ask Pat Nichols to find you a Bible passage this week and to find you 5 new words to refresh your vocabulary and to find you a new hymn for this week, or a refreshing hymn, a new refreshed hymn. And Wayne continues to take keep the ledger of the money that we spend, which is quite a big job to do that, and then add it up at the end of the month and then tell you how much we spent by each category. I think we did that yesterday. Okie doke. Show and tell. Care and share. Soul to soul. I want to take these wedding rings off of this because I want them really on my finger. But I'm afraid the gold is wearing thin and they're going to break open and get lost. But I'm going to go back to wearing them on my finger. 48 years of connubial bliss, of conjugal joy. Franklin Fuller Buell. We read his newspaper articles, 5 of them every day. Helping others, you'll enjoy satisfaction guaranteed.